Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Really Fake, chapter 50, and this one is titled, Hinata, please jump and slap tape on that fourth wall. The next few weeks were fairly heavily focused on Pa, just doing your best to get him used to being back home. Each morning, you'd help him get ready before heading off to school. When you got home, you'd help him shower and use the toilet without looking. That part was proving difficult, and you just seemed to be getting a little overwhelmed by it all. Caring for him was a mammoth job, but there was no way in hell you were sending him to a nursing home. You started with a heavy sigh as you, Kuroo, and MF walked home one afternoon. I think I need help with Pa. It's just really hard to care for him on my own. Sometimes I come home and he's had a toileting accident because he hasn't been able to undo his pants, or he hasn't been able to get up off the lounge room chair. It's just difficult, you know? MF quickly slung her arm around your shoulders, shooing Kuroo's arm away so that she could have a small moment with you. Do you want us to help find a carer for him? She asked. I can look online tonight and send you some details. That'd be awesome, you said with a relieved smile at her. And I could come and stay over, Kuroo added with a smirk. You wouldn't be interested in helping Pa if he stayed over. I know you replied to him, poking your tongue out. But Pa and I are best friends, he said, trying to act like he was offended by your comment. You're such a stirrer, but unfortunately I must agree. Pa thinks the sun shines out of your ass, you replied teasingly. And that's because it does, Kuroo leered. You punched him in the ribs. Okay, well, I'll look for carers, and Kuroo, you do whatever it is the hell that you do, MF said, unslinging her arms from around your shoulder, the empty space immediately being filled by Kuroo's arm. Shall I go into details? He leered. No! You shouted with fear, making the other two laugh. At the crossroads, you and Kuroo said goodbye to MF and then headed on to your house. Hey, baby, Kuroo said lowly when he saw you had spaced out a little with worried look on your face. Don't worry about Pa. We'll get it sorted. You know what? He reached for your chin and grabbed it and then lifted your face to look at him. I think you need some downtime. Time for that date. Hey, yeah, we still need to do all those things that will make us an official couple, you said excitedly. Kuroo let out a low chuckle, his intense amber eyes looking over your face, then settling on your lips before slowly looking back to your eyes. I know how to make us a couple, he uttered, the raw sexiness in his voice making you drool. Your mouth opened and closed multiple times, a witty comeback trying to make its way out, but nothing happened. You're cute when you're flustered, he mused, letting you go and straightening. Come on, I'll help you with Pa for this afternoon. Like the mum friend she truly was, MF pulled through, finding you three very qualified carers that she thought would suit the role for your Pa. Okay, so there's Mrs. Happy, Mrs. Grumpy, and Mrs. Other, she said, flicking through the screenshots that she'd taken of their profiles. What's with these names? You let out a confused laugh. I don't even know. Talk to the author. Who? She's the one who had the bright idea of calling me MF, and now everyone refers to me as motherfucker, so don't even get me started on her dumbass names, MF said sassily, crossing her arms angrily across her chest. Who the hell are you talking about? You asked, scrunching your eyebrows in confusion. Okay, never mind, she sighed. Not like we can do anything about it anyway. Let's just roll with these names and see who the carer ends up being. Right, you replied, eyeing her suspiciously. Okay, so, can you send me those screenies so I can have a look at them myself and then organise interviews? Sure thing, Sugar Cube, she replied, highlighting all of them in her camera roll and then sending them to you. Thanks, you said gratefully. I really appreciate that. I've gotcha, she said with a grin, giving you a hug. Good luck. That afternoon, you told Kuroo about the possible carers as you walked home together. He was ecstatic for you, giving you a big grin. If you need me for the interviews, I'll be there, he said supportively. I would, but... You paused. Look, not trying to offend, but you are a distraction. He leered, grabbing your arm and spinning you across his body and then backing you up against the brick wall nearby. Tit, what do you do? Distraction, hey? He mused in a low voice, smirking down at you. You want to come back to mine and let me distract you? I have to get home and talk to Pa about these carers, you said quickly. Okay, how about a distraction this weekend? I'll come by on Saturday and pick you up for that date. What do you say? I say it better be something sexy. Docosahexaenoic acid, you whispered seductively. Kuroo grunted, his eyes fluttering closed. Be careful when you talk dirty to me like that. There's no telling what I'll do when you get me in the mood. He placed a leg between yours and pushed into you. Sir, this is a public road, you squealed in a mortified voice. Stop, this is embarrassment. Don't tease me, short stack. I got no shame. He leered. My senpai, previous captain of Nakoma, was a sarcastic arsehole and I learned straight from him. I could take him on, you replied confidently, pushing Kuroo back and continuing on down the road. I don't think you really understand. Maybe I'll introduce you to him one day. He's in college this year, but we still keep in contact. Which college? You asked. Kapuru, Kuroo replied. He and his girl got in together. Cute, you mused, allowing Kuroo to take your hand in his. You grinned up at him, and he gave you a lopsided smile back, pulling you close to his side so you could continue on the rest of the way home together side by side. Oh, Kuroo's senpai, who's in Kapuru with his girlfriend, who used to be the captain of the Nakoma team. Who's that? I wonder who that is. Stay tuned for the next chapter. We'll find out who these carers are going to be for Pal. See you then.